Hi, Todd.
Hello, Amy.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
My wife will be with us in a second.
Okay. I sent the wrong code again. Trying to fix it really quick.
Wrong meeting?
You're right. You're on
Code.
the right one. But I sent the wrong code to a couple of people.
Okay. Better tighten up.
Yep. I didn't really send the wrong code. It's just the same code that I never corrected from yesterday. I didn't send it again, if that makes sense. So yesterday I sent them all. I sent like out 200 wrong codes.
Whoa.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Brooksie, can you see me?
No.
I'm invisible right now, sorry.
Right there.
You're the invisible, Jason?
Yeah. Jason's iPad is just non-existent right now. Okay.
You need to just activate your camera.
I know.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
How are you?
I don't know how to do it.
I'm a little stressed out, but could be worse.
Uh-oh. At work?
Yeah. It's the fun HR stuff.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
We're waiting on a couple more people.
You guys don't mind that I eat breakfast while we're talking to you?
Yeah, go for it. I'm about to eat lunch.
Nice.
Second breakfast. He says breakfast, but he probably ate twice already.
Yeah, it is breakfast. We can barely see.
Is that Brooksie?
Yep.
How you doing, Brooksie?
Hello.
Do you guys know each other?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah. Well, she's from Darby. Went to school together.
Are you guys in the school together?
Well, Brooksie's younger than me, though.
Stop it. Gotcha. Gotcha. I was down in Cajun country this weekend.
Do what?
I was down at the Cajun country this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. And everyone kept telling me I had an accent.
What's it?
I just did the Buddy Byard laugh. I'm sure you heard him do that a lot of time.
You guys look a lot alike.
I know. Scary.
What? Over there.
I don't get to cut it. Wait.
It's 219 022 9741. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for getting on. And there's some other people that just couldn't make it during the day, but I wanted Brooksie to be able to be on, and with the time zone difference, this is really our best option so that she could make it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you a little bit as far as what's going on with our shared team and what that looks like as far as earning money and pulling ahead with money, with finances. And so I want to kind of take you guys back just a little bit and so that you can understand a little bit where the strategies has really evolved from and why we know it's going to work. But basically, back in probably June of this year, I was working with a girl on my right team, and she was working a lot. She was bringing in all of these people. She brought in 10 people one week. Then the next week she brought in a few. The next week she brought in another 10. And I was watching her cycles, her residual income, and it just really wasn't going up. It was like she was cycling 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 1 time, and it was like these really small cycles. But yet she was working, and I was like, why is she not making money? And I mean, she's making rank advance bonus money. So she made, I think like in June, she made like, $3,000. But I just was looking at the residual side of it. And we want to make money residually in Isagenix. If we're in Isagenix, we want it to be residual income, meaning you want to be able to take off and the money keep coming in. And so when I started looking at it, what I realized is that although Mallory was working and bringing all of these people in, every amount of volume that she had bringing in was coming from her, meaning that she'd put someone on her left, someone on her right, someone on her left, someone on her right. And all of her volume, if she's bringing in, let's say she was bringing in 2,000 in volume per week, that's only 2 cycles she was earning. So it's 900 into 2,000 2 times. Whereas the people that were above her in her tree, it was raising their cycles by 6 times a week. 6 to 7 times a week is what their cycles had increased. So they were doing no more work. They were doing the same amount of work as always, but their cycles were increasing. And it was really frustrating to me when I looked at it, because I felt like Bonnie's going to get completely exhausted and burned out as she, not Bonnie, Mallory is going to get completely exhausted and burned out as she continues to work like this and not see the income coming in. So what I did was I actually talked with her and kind of made a deal with her. I'm like, listen, I'm going to add 20 people under you, business builders under you, but what I need is I need your commitment. I think Bonnie either fell out of her chair or her phone fell.
It's my phone.
So I basically was like, I need a commitment. She was like, deal, I'm in. So to make a long story short, what happened is I ended up enrolling about 5 business builders under her. Then we brought in an experienced network marketer and put the experienced network marketer under her. And I added then 5 more people. There ended up being about 150 people that came down under her between August 11th and this week. Does that make sense? So when you're thinking about 100 and I just like pulled up, another Zoom just pulled up on my screen. That was really weird. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was like another Zoom just pulled up. But when you're looking at 150 people coming in, the difference in her income has been tremendous. So what we've done is we've really built a shared power league that everyone can count on. And you guys are in, and I'm going to draw this out for you so you can see it. But what I want you to understand is if you've ever thought about earning 6 figures, it's something you want to do, you guys are in a very, very good place to do it. Now, if you are not interested in 6 figures, then this strategy is not going to work for you. I'm just going to be upfront about it. If you are in this just hoping that I want to make $1,000 extra a month or $2,000 extra a month, you do not want to do, this is not going to be what you want to do. But if you're like, all right, I want to make 100,000 and you're ready to commit and run with it, we can really make that happen together as a team. So I want to give you a visual of what we've already built, and then I'm going to show you what that means kind of for you guys. But so in June, when we decided to really start working this, so that's not even been 6 months ago that we did this strategy. So Mallory came in, and it was only Mallory. With you guys, there's way more people that we already have in that are willing to build. So I've already started building, and then Brooksie's already been building. Amy Power's already been building. So there's already been some building going on here. but whereas Mallory, we were starting at scratch. So you guys are probably looking at getting those same results in about half the time because there's more of you working on this if you choose to do it. But when Mallory came in, Mallory had enrolled this lady named Kat. And Kat was doing kind of good. She was doing pretty good. And so I decided that I would go ahead and start building right here under them. So I ended up putting in 5 business builders. It might have been, I think it was really more like 8 business builders right here. And these people kind of did okay, meaning they were bringing people in, and that was taking some pressure off of Mallory. So we saw her cycles go up. I mean, like 7, 8, 9 times a week. So we saw her cycles making a pretty big jump. But what happened then was we ended up enrolling a network marketer down here, Zach and Steph. And down under them, there ended up being about 150 people that came in. Then after we developed them to executive, I just added 5 more business builders down here that all plan on going executive. So what happened is, if you think about everybody that is up here, they now have 150 people on their right team. So they have, all of them can count on the volume where there's 600 plus 300 equals 900 in volume. You make a cycle, which is $54. So what happens is that all of that volume is going up to everyone, and they're really having to do about 1/3 of the work as other people to make the same amount of money, because this entire team has agreed to push down together to build this power leg. So Zach and Steph, they're doing amazing, but they just put in 5 more business builders down here as well. And then Mallory just put in 5 business builders down here recently. And so what happens is everybody is really pulling on this volume. And so in the past, what had happened when we were building would be, I would have put 5 people under Mallory and just thought, okay, well, Mallory's pretty strong. I'm going to let her go. She's going to be working for me. And Mallory would have been in like hustling, like person here and person here and person here and person here. But what would have happened, that's minimal thinking, because that might raise my cycles by 2 a week, but I'm not looking for a 2 cycle a week raise. I want to make $750,000 next year. So I took my mindset to max out, and my mind began to think, how can I make this leg be 75,000 in volume? Well, the only way that's going to happen is if I can get the team rallying together. And why would they not? Because then what happens with this leg set, if we go back here to Mallory, this leg is now completely set for Mallory. So I'm saying this is Mallory, but it could be any of you. It could be Brooksie, it could be Bonnie, it could be Todd, it could be Amy. It doesn't matter, because you guys are all in the place where I'm saying to you, I'm going to add 20 business builders down this leg. That will happen. It's not like it might happen. It will happen. It's going to happen. I need it to happen in order for me to max out. So you might not be able to count on anything else, but you can count on me putting 20 business builders down there, I would say by the end of February, just because, I mean, that's probably about how long it's going to take, because as they're coming in, I also have to get them developed. When I put in 20 business builders, we're not looking for 20, I'm not looking for 20 people that have IBS. And I mean that lightly and gently. I mean, if they have IBS, that's great. But if they have IBS, they better be a business builder too, if that makes sense. Those are the only people I'm putting over there. Because what I don't want is, I don't want a bunch of people over here that are product users. What I want are a bunch of like-minded people that are ready to build and make money. And then my product users go on my left leg, on my far left leg, because then I'm putting them together, because that's the 300 volume leg. I don't need as much volume over there as I do over here in order to cycle. This leg needs to be 2/3 stronger than your other leg, so you can afford to go in and blow it up. So when you're thinking about that, in the front end where all of you are at, even you, I mean, I think you still have a couple more weeks to finish this, because at the front end, most of your money is going to come through rank advancements anyway, not from cycling. So it's really not going to cost you if you do this early on. Now it's going to affect Amy Power because she's already hit executive. But for those of you that haven't hit executive yet, if what you did was you have to hit executive. So what you would do is this. You would put your first 5 people down your right leg, and you would have them all be business builders. After those first amazing, you're not gonna give the remnants to the power leg. You're gonna give your best to the power leg, because what happens then is these 5 friends of yours, they're surrounded with other people with amazing energy, and it makes it a lot easier for them to make money, okay? Because they're receiving people. Like we put a guy in named Kyle, by the time he put his 2 people in, he had 9 people under him. And so that's the kind of growth that we're looking at. Like in one part of my tree, I'm not talking about my combined cycles, but I'm just talking about one of our centers. We had when we woke up on Sunday morning in one of our centers, we had 34 cycles. And by the time we went to bed, we had 38 because of that massive momentum that's coming down from 150 people, because it's not 15 people. It's 150 people who are all on purpose, excited about the business. That didn't just happen. I didn't wake up and there was 150 people over there. It was intentional. We specifically looked for high energy people that wanted to make money. We sold it, and we sold what we saw. People came in on a leap of faith, and it worked. And so this is what you guys would do: is you would put your 5 business builders in first on your right. You help all of them get 2. You're going to put 1 in on your left so you can get paid out. And then you're going to come back over to your left then and build beyond that. Like your left then is where you'll put your focus. Instead of most people go right, left, right, left, right, left, you're going to go right, right, right. You're going to go left, right, 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 right with amazing people. It has to be amazing people for it to work. And then you're going to come over then to the left side, and then probably I would put in 20 people. Because then when you come over here and you start putting in these 20, what happens is this is growing like crazy because the people above you are placing people, and you're able to come way ahead. I'm going to show you specifically for you guys what that looks like. And I also want you to understand your upline. It's important that you understand who it is that you're working with. And I think when you see it, you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh. Okay. So what it looked like initially was this was Amy Power. And then Amy Power put in Sean. So this is me. Then Sean put in Buddy. And there's some other people I'm not going to write in here. I'm only going to write in the people that are proactively going to be helping with this process. Then Buddy brought in Brooksie. Brooksie brought in Jason. Then Amy came down and brought in Todd. Now, I would say that on our team, there's some other people, in between here.
Sorry, who's above Sean?
Above Sean is Amy Power.
Oh, okay. So that's who's at the top, because I can't tell.
Yeah, this is what your tree looks like, Brooksie.
Amy,
There's
Sean,
other
Buddy,
people,
Brooksie. Okay.
like Bonnie's here. There's some other people, but the people that are going to be helping you guys build, the people that are going to be working together on this to make it happen will be me, Amy Power, Sean, Buddy, you, Jason, and then Liz Drew, who couldn't be on because I think she's training still. She couldn't get done with her client in time. And then Liz added Bonnie, and then Amy added Todd, and then I added Angie. Okay, so this is what's happened so far. None of these people came in like, oh, I just want to lose weight. Oh, I hope it works. All of these people came in with the intention of earning income. So I want you guys to go here with me because you win it in your mind, if that makes sense. Like, it's like when you grasp what's going to happen and you can start selling it to your team, everything changes. So here is, let's say me, I am going to bring on, I've already put in, I added 2 people last week. So I'm going to be adding 18 more people down here. Not like I might. I am adding those 18 people. Those 18 people, most of them will be adding 2 people a piece, if not more, because I'm looking for executives. This is going to happen. So it's really not 18 people. It's really more like at least 36 people and probably closer to 100 that will be coming down because I need that to happen. Like I have to have that happen. So that's going to be coming down. Amy Power has to add, Amy, how many do you have to add there? I think she has to add 4 business builders here, I think. So Amy has to add 4. Sean has to add 5. Buddy has to add 5, and he already has his list. Brooksie's going to have to add 5. And that's really Jason and Brooksie combined.
Yeah.
And so Liz will add 5, Bonnie will add 5, Todd will add 5, Angie will add 5, and all 5 of those people are going to be having to add at least 10 people that add 2 people in order to make it grow. That's where you're seeing those numbers that I'm talking about with Zach and Steph. Zach and Steph did not bring in 150 people themselves. They have a power leg and a power team that are going down and I mean, they're going down like a freight train, just moving this thing along so fast. So this is what that looks like. So let's say, for instance, we take Brooksie and we look at Brooksie, and just because I'm saying Brooksie, it could be any one of you. I mean, we could start down here with Todd because he's on and he was one of the last people added. So let's say this is Todd, and Todd's like, I buy in, I'm doing it. And we add all of these people as a team. It takes a team committing to do it. I mean, it does. Like, you have to be like, I'm doing it. I'm gonna match my energy. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna, you know, I'm maxing out. We're looking for 75,000 in volume to come down so that we're making, you know, over 100,000 a year every year. And so if that happens and Todd puts in his 5 people, this leg is going to be cycling the 600 cycles all the time. Like, he's not going to have to worry about it because together we've built it. So then what happens is he's going to be able to come over here and put all of his focus. And every time he hits 300, he's going to cycle 300, cycle, 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 because we've powered down this leg together. It works. It has worked like a charm on my right side. And I called Brooksie about a month ago, and I was like, listen, I'm finishing up over on my right. When I move over, I want to do it under you because she's been working her tail end off. And so she was like, let's do it. But what I want you to understand, this picture of the people that are above you, you have to understand this. So here is me. I mean, I've made several $1 million in network marketing. Like, I'm a professional network marketer. Here's Amy Power. She's a pro network marketer. She was in the top 2% of the company where we came from. She knows how to make money. She knows how to develop people. She knows how to develop a network marketing business. She's quitting her job. She's getting ready to put in her 2-week notice right now. This is her deal. Like, this is going to happen because she has to make it happen. Then we have Sean, who's a fitness competitor. She just took #1 in a competition. She's like, things are going nuts for her. She's having people request all the time. She's game. We have Buddy, who already runs a very successful business, but he's exhausted from it. He said to me yesterday, I am finding 10 builders and I'm going to do it. He sent me a book-long text. He's never made a commitment to me before. He made a commitment. And when he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. So he's going to be bringing down all these people from the oil field industry. So, I mean, it's awesome. Then, of course, Brooksie. I think most of you guys know that she's a pro MMA fighter. She's had an amazing fight this spring. And so everyone's like, this girl's awesome. And so has developed a huge social media. She's on it. She's doing it. And then Jason is working with Brooksie. He's a power lifter. He's a bodybuilder. He's getting ready to go to the Olympics. I mean, he's going to be gathering a bunch of steam. He's going to be adding down. We have Liz, who's a pro boxer. She's going to be adding down. We have Bonnie, who's in human resources. She's excited. She's building down. And then Todd and Angie. These people are building down. But especially like when we look at here, like Bonnie, you came in a little later. But if you look at this team that's above you, where they're building down, like these are dominant people that are already successful in life that are going to make this happen. And so if you want to do it, what you're going to do is you're going to be selling your team, like you're going to be selling your prospects on what's going to happen for them. So let's say you brought in Margie and you're like, Margie, let's do it. I want to talk to you about one of my lovely spots. What's going to happen is under Margie, I'm placing people, Amy Power is placing people, everybody's placing people under her so that she's going to be able to earn a lot of money. What happens is this is the best closing tool I've ever had because I just say to people, listen, Brookie's getting ready to add 3 people because I know who you guys are adding, right? Because you're like, I have so-and-so coming in. And I'm like, let's say I'm trying to close, I have a guy I'm getting ready to close, Keith Hall. I would say to Keith Hall, listen, Keith, Brookie's getting ready to enroll a gym. And if you come in before the gym, you're going to earn on both the left and right legs of that gym. So it would be in your best interest to get in fast. So Keith comes in to get in above the gym, and then I say to him, okay, Keith, in order to get paid on that gym, you need to have your 2 people already in. And so then he adds his next person on his right, which is easy because unless somebody doesn't have a brain, they're going to come in on the right. I mean, that's like free volume. That allows them to only have to work 1 leg. I mean, it's insane. And then what we'll do is then we'll coach him then to go back to the other side and add his other person. And so we're spinning off consultants faster than we've ever spun them off because they have a reason and they're excited about what the power leg's bringing down under them. But then you don't have to feel sorry for your other side because the minute you've built that and the minute we've powered that down, what happens then is you're going to be able to go in and focus on your left side, which also leverages those people. Does that any of that make sense, you guys? So this is like network marketing on steroids. And you guys just happen to be in a tree that has a lot of pro network marketers that are above you that are like, we're doing this. Like it's not really just Amy, it's also Bonnie. So there's more professional, Bonnie Schunner. There's also more pro network marketers that are like, we're done. We're done playing around, if that makes sense. Okay, questions, you guys?
Not sure.
I don't know. It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. You got any questions? No? No questions?
Question? So if you guys want to do it, you need to let whoever's working with you. I'm working with most of you. But whoever's working with you, you need to message them and say, hey, I'm in, or hey, there's no way I'm up for that right now. And it's okay. Like if you're not, it's totally okay. But if you are, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to make your list of however many people you need on your right to hit executive. So if you have 3 people already enrolled on your right, you need 2. Does that make sense? If you have, hold on, I'm thinking for a second. Connie, because of how we built it's on your left. It's going to come down, or Bonnie, it's going to come down your left where Connie's at. That's where you, like, there's a little twist in it after Liz Drew. And the same with you, Todd. It's your left team. That's your power team, Todd.
Okay.
So you'll go left, and Amy Power will help you with that. But everybody's placing under you. So here, so it just kind of broke off a little bit because of Liz. So after Liz, we start going left on it. So Bonnie, your people would go to the left, Todd's go to the left, Angie's go to the left. And if you want to do it, so what you would do is you would just say, listen, I am really, really excited about this. I'm so excited about this business opportunity. Would you be willing to get on a video chat with Amy? She's gonna share with you about what we're doing. Would you just listen? Hustle and move fast. Because imagine being the person that came in 1 person below Zach and Stephanie instead of 1 person above them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You want your team to come in. Brooksie really does have a gym coming in. you want your people in before she closes the gym. So you want to kind of keep that in mind. So you want to, like, it's my favorite part. Like, I kind of like hustling a little bit, not in a bad way, but I like being able to say to somebody, so-and-so is getting ready to come in. If you come in now, you're going to get to come in before them. Like, I love that hustle. And this really provides that, but it makes it so people want to sign up fast. So that's what I have, you guys. So just, you know, if you're in, message me and we'll start working and we'll work together as a team. And, you know, I just need to know who's committed so that when I'm drawing these legs out, I can say to people, this is who's adding people. Because I don't want to tell them something that's not going to happen. Does that make sense? I want to tell them what is going to happen.
Very important stuff, baby.
All right. So guys, just get with whoever just get with you and let them know. Okay?
Roger.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I hope it helps.
Thank you.
All right, that's awesome.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.